Hi guys, today from Istanbul, from Turkey. Today I have with me a very special person, a person without whom the project and the book The $1 Billion Secret wouldn't be possible. This is Mina, my first helper, my first assistant in that project, and you were always asking me how did I pull it off. It's of course not possible to pull it off. Maybe it is possible, but I didn't manage to do it myself. I of course needed a lot of people, and one of these people who really started it off for me was Mina. Mina, tell us how did it happen? What was the beginning? How did you find out about the project and your first steps? How was it?
Sure.
How did it happen?
By the way, isn't it crazy that it's been like almost 10 years since?
Yeah, so it's like
So, yeah.
almost 10 years since we started, and now we are after all these years, all that success of the book, and of course
Yeah.
many travels, many interviews. We are again now
It's kind
in
of like
Istanbul.
a dream. Remember
Yeah,
about the
we did.
Yeah.
We made a full circle. We are back in Istanbul, or I am back in Istanbul, and we experienced this dream come true. And now we are planning, of course, next steps. But let's come back to the beginnings.
Okay, so this is how it started. I was actually doing freelancing jobs on elance.com. It was elance.com. It's now Upwork. It used to be Elance. So, and what I was doing was I was connecting people who wanted to do business in Turkey with the service providers or with the companies in Turkey. And so one day I remember that it was like a promoted job ad. So it was like, there was this job talking about a book and asking for an assistant to help get the billionaires around the world to have interviews for a book. I was really interested in the idea, not only because it was like highly priced, it was like 10,000 by the way, the project, but it was like a once in a lifetime experience. I sensed that because it was like talking about like the billionaires, how to reach them, and I applied and I received a positive response from you.
Yeah, but at first, at first,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
so I still thought that it was a scam. So I kind of like I said, okay, what could go wrong? But I thought it was still like a scam. We talked on the phone, we exchanged emails, and so our first one was Hüsnü. So Rafael just said, okay, I'm going to come to Istanbul as our first step and going to interview him so that we can just like, meet face to face. Until the time I met you face to face, like having dinner, I did not really believe. So I kind of had this, skepticism saying that this could really be a scam. So it was like
Because it looked so unrealistic.
exactly,
I mean,
like
crazy project, right?
who would just like think about going after those billionaires, like writing a book and just like having just like the buy-in of Jack Canfield, and just it was like a crazy idea. And the moment that you told me about like how it came to you and how you were like how passionate you were, and I could see that passion, so that's what moved me. And the day that we did the interview, I said, okay, this is going to happen, this is for real. And it was really a unique experience for me. And just like because I was like trying to reach those billionaires. And one time, this is like I have all these stories about like the
But before you tell the anecdotes, because I mean you suspected it could be a scam, but at the end you took action, and it happened, right?
Yeah.
Due to your help. But there were people, I have to tell you, that just didn't believe in that project and didn't believe it would be real, like translators who I sent interviews that I had already with billionaires, and they needed just to translate that to English, like with a Polish billionaire, and the translator declined to transfer it because he said this is a copyrighted material,
yeah.
right? I mean, it's like you took it from somewhere.
You
now,
shouldn't have.
Yeah, you shouldn't have that material. So and he just lost on that opportunity to participate in such a project, right? Because
Exactly.
due to his skepticism and not like lacking faith
that's
in
really
people.
true. I
and-
mean, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, opportunities in life,
Yeah.
they don't just happen. I mean, you just have to create the space for that as well.
Yeah, and,
So,
and,
like,
and if there is opportunity,
Exactly.
many people just don't take that opportunity, or
Exactly.
even if they are like pushed, they just
True.
decline to take it, right? I mean to take action. Okay, so coming from that point, what were your, because you connected me with several billionaires. One of them was Peter Stordalen, another one Peter Hargreaves,
Hargreaves.
and so on.
Yeah.
So what were your, let's say, most interesting or let's say exciting experiences in that
Yeah.
project?
So I have a couple of them, but like one of them was like reaching out to Jeff Bezos, because like I thought it would be impossible to reach him, and so this is what I did. It was really simple. I said, okay, why not just like call Amazon headquarters and ask to get to him, and I just like called the headquarters and asked like, can you put me through Jeff Bezos? They said, yeah, okay, why not? It was so easy, and I was like, that couldn't be that easy. And like they put me through the PA, then we exchanged a couple of emails, but he wasn't available. And the challenge was that because we didn't have the book, now that you have the book, so you have some credibility. So it was kind of like telling about this one crazy guy, just like
Having
that vision. And so it was kind of like they also had to believe in that vision.
Yeah.
And it was really challenging with the Eastern countries, because like as easy as it was with the Western countries, Western leaders, it was really hard to convince the Eastern countries. One, because of the language barrier, because like most of them didn't talk English in China, and two, they kind of like they were really like they felt intimidated. They were just like asking like why are you contacting him? Like what's the hidden agenda? They were just like trying to see the hidden agenda. And by the way, one fun fact too. As I was like walking to public transportation on my way, my phone rang. It was like plus 44, so it was like from the UK, and it was Peter Hargreaves himself, like calling me.
One of the billionaires in the $1 billion secret,
Exactly.
founder of Hargreaves Lansdowne, $120 billion under management, a huge guy, a very wealthy guy, and he just called you.
He just
right?
called me, just like a regular guy, just like, hi Mina, this is me. Not even his PA. He called me himself. And like when we had the launch event, when we had the dinner with them, like all of them, like as I told you, they were so nice. They were just like regular people, because I was like you would think that he's a billionaire. I mean, it would just like be it's kind of like from another world, but they were not at all like that. They were just like having daily conversations. They were really sweet, both the wives and
Yeah, so
themselves.
so the second lesson I would draw here is, most people don't succeed because they just don't take action. I mean, it's so improbable. Sometimes things are they don't believe it could be done, so they don't do anything. But actually, if you do it several times, and maybe you fail once, twice, and I'm sure
Just try.
you got many rejections, right?
Exactly.
But at the end, somebody says, okay, why not? Let's give it a try, right?
Exactly.
And
Why not give it a try? Why?
Yeah.
How would it hurt you to try?
yeah. And so what are other maybe billionaires or known people, famous people that you were talking to?
Well, I was literally stalking Richard Branson. Literally. I was just like, messaging him, just like commenting on his tweets, like the Facebook post. Like I was like stalking people going to Necker Island and just like, talking to his PA. It didn't happen because like he had a busy agenda, and he must be getting a lot of requests. So I think
Yeah, because he's not only a great entrepreneur, he's also kind of a celebrity.
Exactly.
Right?
So it didn't work. But I could talk to his PA. So like, and on Facebook, I was like writing that message on Messenger. So and there were like other people as well. And so, but the thing is, some billionaires, they don't want to be seen. That's the problem with them.
Yeah,
So-
they want to stay very private.
Exactly.
That's why some of them say, that's why I went into business and not into
Exactly.
Acting.
They don't want
or,
publicity.
or yeah,
I mean, they do give back to community, but they don't want to be seen.
Right.
So that was a challenge too. But overall, I think it was like a once in a lifetime experience that I keep telling about in all my like keynotes, my like anything that's like I'm talking about with my experience, personal experience as well. So I really should have to thank you for giving me that opportunity,
Yeah,
once in a lifetime opportunity.
You know, I have to thank you for your participation and for your, for your efforts and for your success also, because, I had this first billionaire. This was a Polish guy, more or less by chance. I got lucky. It was the first shot, first. I just got him without, at the first try, so to say. And then, maybe, I would get disappointed, or maybe I would get off the track, if not thanks to you. You provided me the next interview partners, and then the project really took off, right? After your commitment. And it was also a kind of maybe a lucky strike that the second billionaire we had, Hüseyin, it was like a personal connection of you. So you were a person who generally had one contact that was so valuable, and then worked on other contacts. And so at the end, for me, it's also the question of faith, because I remember I was at a conference and I told a guy who was also a very famous in Germany, a famous business coach, right? And told him about that I'm doing that project, and I have several billionaires already, interviewed several billionaires, and he picked that up and was talking about that at the stage, and on the stage, and was saying something like, you need special skills, whatever, because of course it's you wouldn't expect, or you wouldn't get a billionaire's phone number from this from this audience, or at the conference like that, right? And I was thinking to myself, it's a pity you are thinking this,
exactly,
because I actually took two connections to billionaires from that conference, right? Because I was asking people, right? I just took the action and was asking, and just believed it could be done. And so if you at the end
just
it turns out,
believe it.
At the end it may turn out to be easier or more possible than you thought at the beginning, right?
Exactly.
So I did that. TEDx impossible is easier than you think, and I still believe it is this way, right? So, and from your side, what would be the main lesson that you took from
perseverance? Don't quit, because I got so many rejections, but I persevered. So just went on. Have that passion, and just believe in yourself.
Yeah.
If you have the passion, if you do something passionately, I think that really helps. Perseverance and passion, I would say.
Yeah. So at the end, if you do stuff like that, if you are perseverant, you can do impossible things happen, and then you are somebody who is looked for. And I was searching for such people like Mina, and now when people know about this project, many people approach me because they want to do business with me, or want to do projects with me, because they know I can pull impossible things off. And Mina is such a person who pulls this kind of things off, impossible things, makes things happen. And then of course people want to work with her. I wanted to have her in the project, and when we step up and do another project, second, third, I'm sure you'll be very fruitful in our cooperation.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so that's it for today from Istanbul at beautiful Bosporus. We are in a marina of what is the
Kalamış Marina.
Kalamış Marina.
Divan Brezeri.
Exactly. So on the Asian side of Istanbul, I didn't know Istanbul is such a huge city. 25 million live here, full time or part time. And so that's it for today. I wish you a fantastic day. Let's do something extraordinary today.